All right, everyone. You're going to take notice that chapter 14 is kind of long. Chapter 13 was super short. Chapter 14 is kind of long. So what I did is I split it up into 2 days. So now that we're on Thursday, you're just reading chapter 14. You're going to answer 2 questions about 13 and 14 together. And then you're going to do a quick assignment. That's it. That is our day. I wanted to make sure not to overload you with work just because I know that as we gear up to go back next week, work will start piling on. I want to make sure that you're able to keep up. Friendly reminder, let's say you're just joining us and you're like, happy Thursday, Ms. Vaughn. I'm in class. Can't wait to get it done. I need you to go back to the January 4th folder. So that is where we started chapters 1 and 2 of this assignment. Every single day of the assignment is worth the same amount of points until we get to the final project. And that is because I want you focused on reading the book from beginning to end or listening to the book from beginning to end. And I want you to do that instead of starting in the middle and getting frustrated and giving up. So we have really short assignments over it. I just want to make sure you're reading. That is my main goal. We're going to talk about characters a lot, and then you can just catch on up to us. So chapter 14, as always, click here to read it. Click here for the audio playlist. And then we go into chapters 13 and 14. We kind of talked about this with our last worksheet, but I was getting some responses that I wasn't really pleased with just because they were so short. And that I take full responsibility for because I didn't say how long their answers needed to be. So I have done that here. So you may type, you can either delete that, but know that you still have to write 2 or 3 complete sentences, or you can click at the end, hit enter, and start typing. And then same thing here. So you have 4 to 6 sentences total for the whole assignment right here. And then we have a different assignment. So once you're done with 13 and 14, we're almost halfway done with the book. It's got 30 chapters, okay? I want to know how you feel about the book so far. Now, let's pause for a minute. You are always allowed to have your own opinion in my classroom, which means if you're reading this and you're like, I hate this book, no teacher should ever teach this book, no student should ever read this book, I want out. I'm not saying it'll help you get out right now, but you can at least get your feelings off your chest and still make 100 on the project, okay? You don't have to like reading, you don't have to like books for me to like you. And anytime I allow you to give your opinion, or anytime I ask you your opinion, you are truly allowed to give your opinion, okay? So what you're being graded on is 10 sentences, right? 10 sentences is passing, 12 to 15 sentences is an A, okay? And then let's say you're like, Ms. Vaughn, I love you, but I do not have the brain power to think of how to write a book review. I gave you some questions in blue here just to help you out if you get stuck. Are you enjoying the story so far? Does the author's style of writing keep you engaged? Like, does it keep your attention? What do you like or not like about the book? Would you recommend it to a friend? Some other ones I can add right now. Do you have any characters that you relate to? Do you have a favorite character or a least favorite character? As always, you want to add why or why not to the end of any of these in order to get your sentence count up. So we have options after that, guys. We're on this same slide. Down here, let's say you want to record a video. I don't know if you want to do that with Google Drive. I don't know if you want to do that. If you have a Mac, you have Photo Booth that'll do it. I'm not asking you to make a YouTube channel. That is not what I'm doing. You can always just read or just talk about your book review. Or if like none of the tech is working for you, you're super stressed out, or you hate talking and you like typing more, you can just add a text box and give me that 12 to 15 sentences right here, okay? So, goodness, now I've added a text box. So I know at the beginning of the year, whenever tech wouldn't work, a lot of kids would shut down and be like, well, I can't do it now. And I want to make it really clear that it's your preference if you speak or versus like video yourself, record yourself on audio, or if you type. You get full points for whatever you choose. And then this is a big part of our grade for today, so make sure we actually do it. But guys, that's the end. That's all we're doing today are those 2 questions and then your review. So you totally have time to do it. Let me know if you have any questions over anything. Stay safe, and I will see you next week, be it in person or on Zoom.